Good morning, students. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, 2020. This is Ms. Phillips instructing you for your reading workshop lesson for the day. For today's lesson, you will need a pencil, your reading journal, and your My Book. If you don't have these items, go ahead and pause the video now and collect these items and then come back whenever you're ready. All right, I hope you have everything you need because we're going to get started. Our objectives for the day are: I will explain the problem solution text structure and the purpose an author has for using this text structure. We will practice analyzing the use of text structure while reading the text, Explore the Wild West. Then you will practice identifying problem and solution text structure in the text. There are different types of text structures, and an author might choose one or more depending on the text purpose. We will practice analyzing the use of text structure as we read Explore the Wild West. Look at the anchor chart here. In previous lessons, you have had the opportunity to copy down this anchor chart covering different types of text structure. If you had not copied this chart down yet, go ahead and pause the video and copy the chart down now in your next available page in your reading journal. All right, if you've paused the video, welcome back. The first category you see here in the top left is compare and contrast. The purpose an author has to use compare and contrast is to describe how things are alike and different to the reader. Remember, transition words are the context clues a reader, that's you, needs to pay close attention to in order to recognize the text structure. The transition words that a reader may see to clue them in to the use of compare and contrast structure are words like both, but, however, and. The cause and effect text structure is located on the top right of the anchor chart. The purpose of cause and effect, as we learned yesterday, is to explain what happened and why it happened. Some transition words you may see as a reader and may notice can be because, so, in order to, as a result. Sequential or logical order at the bottom left of the chart is the third form of text structure. The author uses this type of text structure to explain events in time order or order of importance to the reader. Transition words that you can pay close attention to are words such as before, first, next, then, last, after, finally, and most importantly. Now, I want to talk to you about another way of arranging text. Another way of arranging text is by showing their problems and solutions. The purpose or reason an author would use to use this type of text structure is to show a problem and how it is solved within the text. Authors use transitional words such as problem, solution, in light of, propose, and suggest to indicate problem-solution text structure. When looking at the text structure problem and solution, you can ask yourself questions like, what problems did the characters face? How did they solve these problems? I want you to take the time now to read this section of the selection titled Get Packing on page 259 in your My Book. While you're reading, think about the following questions. What problems did the pioneers face? How did they solve these problems? How does the text structure help you understand this text? Take some time now to jot down these questions in your reading journal. Then read the selection on page 259 and answer the questions to the best of your ability in your reading journal. When you're finished reading and answering the questions, come back and press play. Okay, welcome back. Did you read the selection and answer those 3 questions? Now that you've answered those questions, I want to go ahead and review the questions with you. Let's review the first question. What problems did the pioneers face? Well, you may have answered that in several different ways. by finding some information within the text. The pioneers had to bring almost all of their necessities with them. They didn't have enough room in their wagons, and their wagons were too heavy for the oxen. Our second question was, how did they solve these problems? How did the pioneers solve the problems? Some of you may have answered that they left things behind. In the text, it says they had to lighten their loads along the trail so that the oxen wouldn't get worn out with too much weight. Okay? It said furniture like trunks and beds was the first thing to be left behind. These are clues to tell you how to answer that question. So, how did the pioneers solve these problems? Well, they left things behind, heavy items like furniture. How does the text structure help you understand this text? Well, the problem and solution text structure helps us as readers see the problem in the text and how it's solved. The problem was that the pioneers needed all of their necessities in order to move west. However, they didn't have enough room in their wagons, or they were entirely too heavy for the oxen to pull. We saw that the solution in the text as well. The pioneers left heavy items like furniture and other belongings in order to lighten the load and survive and make their journey. Now it's your turn. You will read the text Explore the Wild West, pages 251 through 260, and answer the questions on the Know It, Show It, page 77 Google slide in the task section of your framework for the day. Be sure to pay close attention to your context clues for text structure, and also make sure that you turn in your assignment the way your teacher asks. Thank you. Have a great day.